chose to walk alone, backed away from the outstretched hands that tried to shelter me from the cold. And I felt like more than this girl should take. When times were hard, I fell apart, and with some help from the bottle, I tried to erase all the pain and the shame I couldn't learn from. Instead, I just walk away. It all felt like there was nothing left to say. Last night I saw the lake on fire, all consuming, gonna swallow me whole. The smoke rising from the funeral pyre was mine, 'cause I couldn't let it go. It all seemed like a dream that I just can't shake. When times were hard, I fell apart, and with some help from the bottle, I tried to erase all the pain and the shame I couldn't learn from. Instead, I just walk away. It all felt like there was nothing left to say.
Tatiana McPhee.
I'm Jaedra Burgess, and we are the Moonlit Mustangs.
Nice to meet you. So, how long have you been a band?
We've been a band for 3 years.
3 years, almost exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When's the anniversary date?
January 7th was the first day that we sat down and wrote together. We weren't planning on being a band. We just sat down and wanted to see what happened, and this is what happened.
Perfect. So, where did the band name come from?
That was us just sitting around drinking. No, I like a 7-year-old girl. I say, I like animals. Let's name our band after some sort of animal. No.
Yeah, she's I like the moon. Like, we were kind of just throwing stuff out that we liked.
Yeah.
And then we landed on, we liked horses, we liked
I
the moon.
Yeah, so my previous band that I've had was Tatiana and the Wayward Coyotes, and that's like my spirit animal. But we had, just sitting there talking and everything. I love the Mustang feeling. I love the, Mustangs are a wild horse that just kind of out there doing what they want. So that's kind of how we are. We're out there doing what we want.
It felt very fitting when we landed on it.
You can't be tamed.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect. So, what made you guys want to be musicians?
I don't think that's something for me personally. It's not something that I ever actually really thought about. If I wanted to be a musician, it's kind of like I like writing songs, and I've always made goofy songs here and there, and I've always wanted, ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to play guitar. My mom tried to make me play piano, and I was like, nope, I'm playing a guitar. It's guitar or nothing. I'm out of here. So, and she didn't. She was like, no, you're not playing guitar. So yeah, just one of those things that it's kind of like I had to do it. I just had to do it, and then all of a sudden I fell into doing it. I don't know how that happened, but I just kind of fell into doing it. So that's for me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't plan on it. When I was a very young child, I thought I was going to be a superstar. But then that died out. And we have a venue, and I would see people coming in and out of our venue. And I, of course, saw Tatiana, and I was a big fan of hers, and I would go to her shows. And just one day, I got a little brave, and I asked her if she just wanted to hang out. And I kind of just got that. I felt, I guess, a pull towards music, and I didn't know where it was going to end up, but I know that I just love it. So,
Yeah. And the great thing about Jaedra was, when they were talking to me after a show and that sort of thing, and she wanted to play, see if we could write songs together. I'm a very solitary person, so it was really hard for me, to think about, having a co-singer with me in a band, because it's to me, music is so personal and so it's emotional, and it's I have to feel that. But there was something with Jaedra that it just completely clicked. As soon as she was like, hey, do you want to try and do some songs together? I was like, okay, I'll try that. And then first day I was like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be,
Yeah, first day we wrote 2 songs together. And it just naturally.
Amazing. Yeah. So individuals that are coming to see you, how would you describe your sound, or what genre?
That's a hard one for me because it's a box to put yourself in. And I would say, if I'm going to throw anything out there, I would say Americana is what we are, because it's kind of encompasses a lot. But I mean, there's a lot of influence there. There's rockabilly, there's country, old country, there's blues, there's punk, there's all kinds of different things that we like in a melting pot. But I would say Americana is the what we would fall under. But
when you're writing your original songs, what's kind of the process? Walk us through that a little bit.
Well, it's kind of different for both of us, actually.
Yeah.
When we get together, it's kind of we might bring one little, idea or feeling, and then we kind of just see what the other one would do with it. Or we just bring each other our own songs and then have each other accent them, or however it goes.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing is if we're going to do it, a song together, we bring the idea, and then, she has complete faith in me for, melody, and, she's like, here's the words, this is what I'm thinking, and she's like, whatever you want, music-wise, whatever you're feeling on that. And, the same thing, when we're writing stuff, and I'm just I have some words and I have an idea, and what do you think about the rest of this? And we kind of like do that together. Separately, it's something else. There's some songs that just write themselves. If you're, the really emotional songs, if you've been through something, pretty traumatic or whatever, those things kind of write themselves. Sometimes the melody comes first, sometimes the words come first. It's one of those things that you just kind of have to let it evolve on its own, for me.
And then speaking of writing songs, is there one that really stands out?
For me, one of the songs that I wrote that means a lot to me is Singing on the Other Side. And it's not one that we did today at all, but it's a song to me that means a lot because I'm always thinking about what happens after I die. I know that sounds super morbid, but to me it's like a happy song, and it's like, and it's just my personal idea of what happens on the other side, and it's also inspired by Hank Williams Sr. So that's my favorite one that I wrote.
My favorite that I wrote is called Dear Ada, and it's one of those songs. My process a lot is that I just sit there and songs just come to my brain like on the radio if you were just listening to it. So I don't sit down ever and go like, I'm going to write a song about my aunt today. Like I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and then it hits me and I hear it, and then I've got to get it out. And that song was just, it was like it all came out at once, and it was super emotional. And I believe that it was the first song that I sang that I was like 100% honest and true with like my voice and like everything. It just kind of happened. So that song definitely for me is
that's definitely one of my favorite songs that you wrote too.
Going around, as a local artist, you probably saw a lot of venues. Is there one that stand out? Any of your favorites? We don't want to label favorites, but something that's pretty good.
There's a venue in Woodland.
There's a venue in Woodland called Burgess that we enjoy.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out there that we've played a lot of places.
Torch Club.
I was gonna say
that's a
Torch
fun
Club's
place
always
to play,
fun
for sure.
There's the Burger Saloon and Blue Note.
Blue Note's
so
fun.
Yeah.
There's some cool places out there.
Yeah, we're fortunate to play a lot of places around this area. So.
And you must be playing with other local bands as well. Is there anyone, I don't want to say favorite, but like are pretty fun to play with, or kind of just mesh with you and just have a good vibe?
I would say the local bands, there's like Forever Gold Rush. We love those guys. We travel a long way to even just go see those guys.
Shout out. Yeah, there you go.
And then the Cash Profits are always just fun to watch. They're
fun to watch and be around.
Love those guys too. But yeah, there's so much talent in this area. It's really hard to put a finger on one or the other, but there's so many. I mean, you guys are having people coming in other than us coming in here too, but that we know, and it's kind of cool because it's like a big family in this area. I think Dan Myers, you guys are
John Emery.
John Emery.
I love
Yeah.
hanging out with that guy.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in this area. Like, I came from the Bay Area, and I didn't play so much down there, but I started kind of with music down there. But up here in this area, it's so rich with musicians, and it's just like this huge family. It's awesome.
Really enjoyed you coming here, and I want to ask another question. So if there's aspiring bands that are coming up, is there any advice you want to give them?
Play as much as you can with people. Like just kind of ask people. Like I do it all the time. I'm like, hey, you want to play with me? Look what happens.
Really good at that.
You just ask someone.
I'm super closed off. I was really closed off, and I was like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. But yeah, no, that's a really good thing, is to just the worst that can happen is somebody says no, and even then you just keep going to where else. But if you're gonna play music, just do it and do it authentically. Like if you're gonna play music, do what comes out of your heart. Don't do it because you think it's gonna flip a buck.
Yeah.
Do it because you love it. That's
perfect. And the last one, Ford versus Chevy.
Chevy.
Easy
Who
question.
threw that one in? That was a loaded one, I think.
Cool. Comment 3 would be fun. All right. Thank you so much for coming. You guys were amazing.
Thank you so much.